Paid Launchpad have released a big update, including no more definitive KYC requirements, but there's a little bit of a caveat to that because it's only up to $1,000. So once you want to do more than $1,000 for a lottery ticket, you will be able to only do it if you have KYC put in. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am doing a special episode paid update. I don't receive any compensation for paid. If you've been watching my channel, I know you have. I've got to remind you, I'm literally a dude on the internet wearing a Pokemon bucket hat. Why a Pokemon bucket hat? Because that's what it's all about, man. You just got to collect all the cute little Pokemon. Oh, look at this project. Look at this gaming. And look at this. This is on another chain. Woo! And hopefully, the bull market takes us very far. Now, paid Launchpad, I am doing lottery tickets, friends. See, it's no mistake, okay? Now, paid did like this 80% move up. And I saw it when I saw the updates, and it's pretty big. There's also like Altcoin Daily and big other influencers coming. We're going to go through the information. So this is a definitive paid update, just to let you know there's a new revamp and everything. So, your portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. Go buy bonds, go buy stocks, see how that works out. I am just telling you how I structure this. In crypto right now, before the super delicate, sensitive bull market stuff starts going off, 90% core, 10% lottery. 90% core could include Bitcoin. It could include Ethereum. Some people also include Chainlink. There are people in Pulsechain, PulseX, and Hex community that include those too. You have to decide what you want. Some people like BNB, Matic, etc. Okay, you have to decide what you want, and you've had 2 years to accumulate. Now we enter Bitcoin halving year. This is focusing on the 10% lottery section. Part of the lotteries is, for me, this is my strategy. Some people like leverage trading. Some people like on-chain trading only. Some people use Telegram trading bots, friends. Some people like flipping NFTs. Everyone likes doing something different. I'm telling you, one of my strategies is IDOs. Basically, ICOs, just decentralized, right? So IDOs, give me a cheap price. Fundraising a project, and you go, that's it. I got a cheap price. See where you are in 1 or 2 years or whatever. That's it. You can't control anything about that. You don't add to a position. You don't like dump everything for a 2x. You just see where it goes. And why it's important is I just want low prices. I want low prices because with low prices, there's no FOMO. Okay? You're literally in bottom floor. Now, it doesn't mean you necessarily win. You need a high barrier to entry. That's why, Launchpads provide this. Now, you might be wondering, how come I never heard about paid before? Well, I did make episodes about it, friends. I did speak about it a lot. Just the thing is, it started recovering at the end of 2023 on its price chart, and I ended up checking out why. So this is the price chart. I started going like 20, 30x. It was because Alex Becker joined the team. Alex Becker has like 1 million followers now. And because he's joined the team as an advisor, it like boosts the network effect in terms of like gaming projects that want to participate now. Because if he's an advisor on paid now, more gaming projects who are serious, they're like, oh, wow, okay, he's like the biggest name. Him and Elio Trades. Okay, let's go associate with them. So with these new updates, what they really did was initially was they had a Hex similar staking model where you buy tickets and you stake it. And if you stake it long term, you get a lot more tickets. And they increase your chance of winning lottery ticket allocations to the projects because these things fill up fast, of course, right? If you have this project that looks like a cool project or it has potential to be cool, you get to get in at like, $2 million market cap. And, maybe you think this thing's going to be worth 100 million one day. For example, in Payout Pursuit with Drift, it's trying to raise 4 million. So you get in, trying to get in the ground floor, like, okay, look, no financial advice. I don't know how these things are going to work out. It's just like, okay, yeah, maybe they get to 40 million or 100 million at the top of a bull market. The only silly numbers we see, friends, is when the valuations go very high, okay? So that's the whole point of this. So you can see, right, the paid price popped up. Now, all that's going to happen is they've now split it up such that, so firstly as well, there's a buy pressure to the paid token. There's actually buy pressure. But now there's 2 pools. There's an early pool and an open pool. If you buy 75,000 paid, which is like $22,500 right now-ish, 75,000 paid, you get a guaranteed entry in the early pool. The early pool will open 24 hours before the main pool, the open one, and then you can basically buy in. Now, I don't know what the allocations are going to be. It depends per project. It depends how much they allocate because different projects raise and at different parts of the cycle too. So maybe the first projects only raise like $5 million, okay? But then what you end up finding is like the super bubbly ones end up going to like $100 million by the end of the bull market. And then, yeah, it ends up being too frothy and stuff, okay? Because there's so much demand. It's as retail, see, what we're doing right now is like risky because retail, they don't know that these things are free money yet. When they start going up later on and everyone's saying, wow, how'd you get in these projects? People start hearing they want to just rush into projects. They want to get in cheap prices, but by then it's too late. Okay, so there's an early pool and an open pool. Now, the early pool, right, you get the priority access. And remember, as the paid price goes up, the barrier to entry goes up. Also, there is the open pool. Now, what Kyle said, Kyle Chasse, the founder, also friend of the channel, Kyle said that when it comes to this open pool, I think you don't need any paid. I haven't watched the full video yet, just going off details in the Medium article. You don't actually need to buy paid. So when I heard that, I was like, oh crap, what do you even need a ticket for? But now you get to see why. So he wants everybody to participate. So if everyone participates, and it's not just paid people, it's non-paid token holders, everybody, the network effect for paid will branch out more. And everybody has a chance. And if everyone branches out more in the community, the numbers are big. Projects that are AAA, right, with like high tech and everything will come, and then they will most likely want to join paid. Paid's also like one of the professional ones, friends. So this is, I guess, Kyle's strategy to branch everything out. It's no longer like a closed thing, but if you want to pay, you know what I mean, you get the closed system. So I encourage you, right, apply for every single one as they appear. We've also got more details. So remember, there's an early pool and an open pool, and then it's first comes, first serve. It's whoever clicks in first and just puts in whatever money they can put in, whatever the lottery ticket is. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how they're going to separate the open pool participants. Is it like per wallet? I don't know what it is, because then you can game it. Like someone can code a bot and they make like 50 wallets, and then they just try to apply for like, $1,000 each, and they try to wing one of the seed ICOs. So I don't know how exactly it's going to be separated. Maybe more information will come out later on that. So this is where the juice comes, really. When you participate now, they've taken a page out of the meme coin chapter book. Now, friends, if you do pay up pursuit, drift, right, with the car racing cross platform, they learn off the meme coins as well. So I actually explain to you what they do is on the drift token launch, they're going to have a 5% buy and sell tax for the degen traders. The volume will go into a pool and become Ethereum. And then that Ethereum gets sent to you if you stake your drift. That's why there was a staking option in the pre-sale. The next pre-sales, I think, is like in 1 and 2 weeks, and the price will raise up 8%. Okay, we'll speak about that. If you want to participate, you don't have to, friends. There's lots of other ones coming. So that's called real yield. It's like the economic activity goes, it becomes like the Ethereum immediately, and then that becomes like your yield. Now, what's happening now with paid is there's a 10% participation fee. And that 10% fee is like maybe you win $1,000 allocation or whatever, you got one. I think you'd have to pay a $100 fee to participate. That $100 will go and buy paid. And I've seen like the spreadsheets of like the previous season. I've participated in a lot of them. A lot of the projects were raising anywhere from like 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. So if you can do that on average, right, for a 10 million project, 10 million raised project, I mean, that's insane, because that's $1 million of buy pressure for paid if Kyle was able to get allocations like that. Now, what projects usually do is, let's say they want to raise 10 million, they'll give like 10 launchpads, 10% each. That's what they'll usually do. But what Kyle's trying to do is he's trying to negotiate better deals. So because if the community is huge, then the projects will want to give most of the tokens to paid launchpad. So if this is why it's big, right? If a coin wants to raise $10 million for the project, and then 4 million, so 40% comes from paid, you do 10% of that. That's $400,000 buying paid. Now that's a lot, right? Because there's only $600,000 on the offer right now. I think you can double up. So you can see, friends, over time. Now, by the way, this doesn't happen. Happens as we go on. So you can see with this, it's huge. So if a coin has $600,000 on the offer, right, from Uniswap V2 formula, if you buy $600,000 worth, you will 4x the price. So if you twice the offer, 2x it, you will 4x the price. Okay. If you 3x the offer, you're going to 9x the price. It's huge. Okay. So this adds pressure to the upwards on over time. So that's what it's doing, right? It's basically taxing everybody. It goes, hey, you want to participate? you can go and do this. And also part of the money goes into liquidity providing all these funds. Like, don't worry about those details, okay? So if you stake as well, the paid, you will get an airdrop from the project. So I think it's just more incentives to just be participating, but really you're there for the main juice is just early ICO allocations for someone like me and you, because we're not outsiders, friends. So we're not insiders, friends. We're outsiders. So this is just one way you can participate. Now, I don't know exactly all the details of how it's going to work, how they're going to separate the tickets, because, look, you don't have to participate like $1,000 ticket if you're non-KYC. Kyle said, like, even if you're from India, for example, you only put like $25. People will be able to participate from other parts of the world too. It's just up to $1,000, okay, your full allocation. So that's something to think about. There's also this thing where if you stake or exit your stake, there's a 2% fee each way. Also, Kyle mentioned this. They are going to get a CEX listing, right? He said this year, but then my friend said it's actually this week. So within the next 2 weeks, centralized exchange listing. So he's making moves. That's why I told you, friends. I'm going to show you Kyle. So this is Kyle, right? So Kyle's a really nice dude, friends. I can tell you this, okay? So
that's 1 week, 10 million. So
I'll just go down and like it. Yeah. Now, how do I know Kyle's a nice dude? Never met him, but I can tell, right? Kyle is, let me just tell you something. He's been betrayed by people. And if they did to me what they did to him, I would have ended him. Okay, I'm just telling you. And I would have, you'd know about it. With Kyle, very professional. Okay, very like, you can see why he does what he does. Okay, also, Bitcoin OG. I don't know how much his friends, I don't want to put dollar amount on anything, friends, for his safety, but he's a Bitcoin OG. You think someone buying Bitcoin 2012 and believing in it, by the way, like buying hard in it and believing in it. So just to tell you, and he's still in the industry. Okay, so it's kind of cool, right? Almost reminds me of that element of like Richard Hart, where it's like, hey, I made a lot, but I actually want to add value. Okay, so if you can find these individuals, please send them my way. Please send them my way just to research them. Now, also something about Kyle as well is he's got a lot of connections in the industry, a lot, like insiders, VCs, and all these. Okay, so there's a lot of bonuses there. Also, there was a part of 2021 where I think paid, there was one of the keys of the token basically got leaked, and then the token dumped, and he had to do like this whole apology tour thing. It was very, very professional, and they fixed it. He got accused of being an insider scammer and stuff. But yeah, he's handled everything fine. But here's the thing, man. Like, we're dealing with crypto, friends. Like, it doesn't matter. Things go up, things go down. Right? Does dog with a hat have a better technology than Bitcoin and Ethereum? Let me tell you that. Well, according to the last 90 days, it has. So that's something to think about. So yes, paid, it's centralized, man. That's it. Projects have to raise. They're centralized. There has to be more of a control of these. You're getting lottery tickets, but it's basically you are participating as best as you can. This is just the game. It's a different part of the game, right? Now, obviously, what's optimal? Optimal is you and I just get given allocations to cheap projects and we don't do anything. That's optimal. Truth is, we don't live in that world. Okay, no one lives in that world except a few people, the insiders. So this is one way to participate in it. And it's maybe not going to be the best or the biggest, but who knows, man. So I'm just here providing you information. It's the one I had done. I'd done a few others, right? So Launchpool. Oh my God, friends. I did Launchpool. Oh, man, that was just rough. You know how to Launchpool? I'm not for joking. I think I did 25 IDOs. I think about 2 or 3 were profitable, and the rest were just straight losses. Like, you're putting in $800 loss, like 99% loss, right? It's just ridiculous. Polkastarter was a complete waste of time. You get like a $17 allocation, but to get that $17 allocation, you got to jump through 15,000 hoops, do these white papers, like learn Spanish, do a handstand, eat jelly beans with your eyes closed, all these weird stuff. Finally, here's your $17 allocation. Like, it was not whatever. It was just, also it was launching Polkadot projects on Ethereum, and then they were just all dumping after the they got a really bad name, by the way, because they gave a lot of inside allocations and stuff. The projects that they were launching in 2021, Polkastarter, the projects they were launching, they were all the projects that got a really bad reputation. They were all the ones who paid influencers an enormous amount of tokens to promote them in the bull market, and all of them got caught dumping. I'm not going to say the names. We've gone through that, friends. It's been 3 years now, but that's what happened. Like, you can go through my tweets, you can find them. They know who they are. If you're watching it, you know who you are. Okay, so you can't do anything on the internet, man. Everyone remembers. Okay, that's what it is. And then yeah, when does the information come out? after everyone's down 95% in 2022, in the middle of the bear market, when you realize, oh crap, man, that guy literally, I'm not making these numbers up. Yeah, these guys were selling for like, 300K from this coin, 80K from this coin, 100K. These people have like, anywhere from like 1.5 to 4.5 million accumulated, and all of retail has lost all their money. So that's a sad part, friends. You can't trust influencers, man. I watch from them. I try to learn the best I can, but yeah, you just got to be careful. Even I'm trying to find my way here, trying to get the best information possible, but it's not guaranteed, okay? So more information too when it comes to these. So Paid as well is going to now support 10 chains. And the first game will be like an Avalanche. The first IDO has a mobile game already. And the Paid stakers, right, you can then go in and play the game. You can even earn an NFT, and then you can sell it on the market before everyone else. So I think it's kind of like trying to do these cute features, right? Who knows where that goes. Also, the founder, right, he's working with CEOs to get bigger allocations. So that's the most important part. I think he's really trying to take this like to become the biggest, right? He wants it open. You need everybody to participate. You got to have, people with big allocations, medium and small, etc., etc. Also, that KYC is the most important part. I think it's worth a shot. Worth a shot. I mean, you're basically like spinning a lottery, okay? But it's first come, first serve. So you have to literally, friends, I'm telling you right now, you can't be a second too late. You have to have your phone alarm. You got to be ready. You got to be spamming click with everyone else. I got a feeling though, to be honest, they're going to fill out in a set. People are just going to bot them just to do them, but that kind of tells you something. If people are constantly filling out these tickets and you can't participate in the open thing, then that basically tells you the paid token itself is going to keep having buy pressure, because these people keep spamming, and then 10% of that will go and buy the coin up. So it's just keep filling them up, right? And everybody will just keep rolling them for the sake of rolling them, okay? Interesting to think about. So this is the part with the KYC. Now, here are the big influencers that already were advisors. They already were Ivan on Tech, so Ivan the Great, right? Alex Becker and Virtual Crispy Bacon. Shout out to Dennis as well. Also, to shout out to Alex and Ivan too. So these people were already on. Alex Becker came on. That was the first pop you saw from the chart, actually. So you can see right now, when Alex joins, this happens. And then after news comes out that he happens, this move happens. So the first 5x happens, and then this one's a 4x from that point, okay? So you can see market's priced in a lot, right? Now, this is where... So I saw the coin price go up. I'm like, man, it was 17 cents and went to 34. Literally did a double instantly on these news. So I'm like, what's in this news update that is making everyone do it? And then obviously I did rigging. I'm like, oh, now I know why. They onboarded Altcoin Daily and Crypto Banter. So Altcoin Daily, okay, shout out to the twins. Got me blocked on Twitter. It's all right. It's okay. One day will be unblocked. They have like 1.5 million followers on or subs. Right, both Twitter, YouTube. So the network effect is huge now. Also, Crypto Banter. Of course, we have Rand there, right, with 600K. That Rand's basically, he's running like a multi-million-dollar follower type of thing anyway. You just watch Crypto Banter, you know they're just going to hit 1 million one day. It's big, okay? The network effect's now even more big. Think about Rand talking about Solana on its move up right now. Think about him talking about projects and Paid. That's what the market's pricing in, right? Plus the buy pressure too. That's what everyone's done. Like, wow, there's going to be buy pressure and you've onboarded more people. So that's basically where, everyone's, I guess, read that and they've understood that to come like that. So, this is where my picture shows you. I went and checked the liquidity for Paid. So this is like our research for the bull market. So you don't even need to really be in, but just be careful. Please don't buy Paid. It's already up 2x, just like it's gone up. You have to, I don't know, man. I just don't know, friends. It's super low historically. There was inflation. Like, I just don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. It's just like I'm freaking... I hope it pops up here, but I don't know. So all we can do is look at... By the way, you had to get it here if you wanted it. 15 cents. All you can do, you can put a super trend. Okay? You can put a super trend. Just type in super trend. And then, see, this is on a weekly. This was the thing, friends. See, it flipped green here. Right? It flipped green, it's popped up. This was your chance to get in. Now, if you didn't want it, that means you didn't actually really want it. Okay, so there it is. At this point, it's just like, see where the cookie crumbles. It's tough, man. If you're gonna play these games, it is what it is. Okay, you can put it down on a daily if you want to gamble. That's what it is, right, friends? It just is a gamble, right? So remember, it's green, and then it flips red here. Now it's flipped green again. it's already touching around this 21 EMA. I don't know. I just, it's hard for me psychologically to say, yeah, buy this thing at this EMA at 28 cents when it's gone 20 something X. But I've just gone through the fundamentals and I've just told you, man, like these fundamentals are really freaking strong. It's really strong. You're going to have constant buy pressure. And I already know from all the projects, man, we did like the 30 to 40 projects in 2021. And that was just in 2021, by the way. It didn't start in Bitcoin halving year. Now you're going to have all the projects in the Bitcoin halving year and next year as well. And everyone's super greedy. And you're going to have like, 10 million raises, bang, 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 bang. That's how I'll visualize. And you know how much liquidity is in the pool. And Kyle's vision is like advertised to everyone. So everyone has a chance. So you put this piece of the puzzle together. I don't know how high these things go. I'm just scared, friends. I'm just really scared paying up on anything. That's why I'd rather buy blood. That's me. But if it goes anywhere, this is the first fib. It's $1.40. And you might say, man, from here to $1.40 ain't that much. It's like a 4x. Yeah, man. That's why I'm just telling you. The goal of this is to make back as much as you can, just throwing out ICOs and lottery tickets, investigate the industry more. That's the whole goal. And you do win. You do really well, But, you might say, hey, 4x ain't that exciting for me. You might think, for example, Pulse Chain's undervalued 11x. You might think PulseX is undervalued 20x. I don't know. You know what I mean? So these are just... But these are rare. We don't get those types of opportunities a lot, So, for example, if I put Pulse Chain back to the Pulse Chain launch high, right, PLS, it's about a 4x from here. So now you aren't undervalued by 11x versus Cardano anymore, or 13x. Yeah. You're not undervalued by 13. You're undervalued by like, by like 2 or 3x. You see what I mean? It's just that the Richard Heart ecosystem got so pummeled, it really is opportunity. Now you really get to see as we leave the zone, you're like, oh my gosh, it really was opportunity. I have to deal with 3x's now. Yeah. Yes, baby dolls. Yes, butterscotch biscuits. You can only get these big multipliers if you're buying real blood. That's it. Blood, depression, it's all a scam. That's where it comes, okay? Once we start dealing with the whole phase 2 of the bull market type stuff, we don't have like these giant big moves anymore. We've got anywhere from like, it could be anywhere from like a 3x to like a 7x remaining to the very, very end. And then, when we're very at the top, people buying the top, they're buying it just thinking there's a 2x. Now, they don't ever get it. They don't get that 2x, but they think it's just a 2x. So you can see as you traverse along the cycle, the returns get lower and lower. So there you go, pumpkins. I mean, at the end of the day, this chart, yeah, it was nice to see. I've released all the information here. I've got to repeat again. I didn't get any compensation by paid. Don't have anything, insider or whatever. There will be, this is part of my strategy to do that. Maybe as well, if we find some on-chain stuff here and there, we can participate. I guess we're just going to see what the new meta and the new things get developed in the crypto bull market coming. So I'm going to be reporting to you every step of the way. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Don't forget to love your friends. Catch you soon.